Should I go to the Blue Lagoon during my trip to Iceland? Well, this is a question that I get all the time. The answer might not be as easy as you guys think. I've been to the Blue Lagoon 3 times. So today we are here to discuss the pros and cons of all of those things. Let's do it. Hey Team Iceland, my name is Jeannie and you are in the right place if you need tips on all things Iceland planning. I'm your tour guide. If you are new around here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It is right here below. And this is because you do not want to miss any of the videos that are coming up, because I give away a lot of free, helpful Iceland planning tips and you don't want to miss it. Today we're talking about the Blue Lagoon, but more specifically, should you go to the Blue Lagoon on your trip? 3-minute tip Thursday, let's get into it. No, you shouldn't go. Just kidding, that's not the answer. Or is it the answer? Recently I did a poll in my Facebook group and I asked, for those of you that have already been to Iceland and went to the Blue Lagoon, is it worth it? Would you go again? And 87% of people said yes. So obviously the Blue Lagoon is one of the most well-known places in Iceland, and because it's right next to the airport, it is a busy tourist destination. So the Blue Lagoon is a geothermal pool with seawater that comes from 2,000 meters beneath the surface. It comes up through the lava, which means that it's collecting all the minerals. The geothermal water has algae, silica, and minerals, so it's really good for your skin. So let's talk about the pros and cons of visiting the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. I'm gonna start with the cons this time. Plot twist. Con of the Blue Lagoon is that it is so expensive. I bet you weren't expecting that one. So yes, the Blue Lagoon is expensive, more expensive than your average pool entrance, but they also keep expanding the Blue Lagoon, so it's getting bigger and bigger. Does that go on the cons list or the pros list? Another con of the Blue Lagoon is that it is super touristy. Again, big shocker, I know. But they have been adding a lot of things like extra packages that you can upgrade and massages and a drink at the bar and even a restaurant now. So they have raised the prices, and yes, they're making it more and more touristy every day. Another thing that I hear a lot on the con side is that the other pools are so much better and unique and all of that stuff. So places like the Secret Lagoon, the local pools, Reykjadalur, Seljavatn, all of those pools are so much more interesting and unique and less tourist and free or less expensive. So you're right. If that is your thing, then that is a proper comparison and that is on the cons list. I don't disagree. I think that the natural hot springs and the local pools are also amazing, but it's not really a fair comparison. They're two very different things. So it really depends on if you're looking for a more natural experience or a more genuine Icelandic experience, or are you looking for something like a spa? Because the Blue Lagoon is definitely in a category of its own. Another con for you might be that you have to get naked and shower in front of everyone. But we already talked about that, so you can just go back and watch that video. Here's a little spoiler alert. They have private stalls in the Blue Lagoon for showering. There, I spoiled the fun. Let's talk about the pros of going to the Blue Lagoon. So a pro of going to the Blue Lagoon is that it is truly a unique experience. Where else are you gonna go where you're surrounded by like moss-covered lava in the middle of nowhere and you're sitting in like milky blue water? So unique. And people say that it is really nice to go to the Blue Lagoon after a long trip of exploring and running around and being constantly on the go. It's an amazing experience, you guys. You're wading through this beautiful blue water. You have a mask on your face, maybe a drink in your hand. The water is warm. It's very serene and peaceful. And at the end of it, you feel amazing. I mean, seriously, that you feel amazing after you're in the Blue Lagoon. So when it comes down to it, I really think that you just need to make your own decision. Do you mind it being really touristy? Do you just suck it up and pay the money? And really what it comes down to is, do you want to have that experience or not? Because you can always make excuses, but at the end of the day, you either said you went to the Blue Lagoon or you said you went to Iceland and you didn't go to the Blue Lagoon. Either one is fine, you guys. It doesn't matter. The Blue Lagoon is not a deal breaker for your trip in Iceland. I can promise you that. But I will say, I think the Blue Lagoon is worth it. Let the comments begin. Every time I've been there, yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, it's busy. I get it. I get all of those things, but it is a really enjoyable experience. I've always loved my time at the Blue Lagoon, and everyone that I've taken there has also said the same thing. But like I said, everyone has to make their own decisions. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you decide whether or not you want to go to the Blue Lagoon. If you found this video helpful, I would just appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe. You know I'm gonna be putting out more helpful Iceland videos, and you wanna be the first to know. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, happy planning.